Every big dream starts small.
This view gets me every freaking time.
Before there's a house, a homestead, a future, there's just land. Empty, wild, full of potential. But before we can build anything, we have to be prepared. Abe Lincoln once said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." Well, that's exactly what we're doing this week.
It's always good to be fully prepped.
We're setting up our builder's base camp on this raw piece of land in the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. It's not much yet, just a few tools, a little shelter, and one epic view.
Doing this kind of work makes you really appreciate it more, you know?
But if there's one thing I've learned from years of sailing, it's that Lincoln was right. You have to lay the groundwork before you can build anything that matters. Now, last week we made a ton of progress, clearing the build site with help from our good friend Jolene.
Yeah, way to go.
And we finished our very first project.
That's a mighty fine table, Joe.
But now it's time to level up.
All right.
To dig in and to lay the foundation for everything that's to come.
I see a way forward how I'm gonna be doing so much work, mostly by myself, with 1 or 2 people helping from time to time.
All right, so I gotta be quiet because the baby is sleeping. Today is a sad day because I'm losing my worker. We're saying goodbye to Jolene. We are definitely gonna miss her.
Yeah, well, it was so good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for all the hard work, Joe. It was very nice visiting you. Also, CO has to go watch her dog and watch Giovanna's house, so she's leaving for a week and she's taking Isabella with her. So, goodbye, CO. Take care of Isabella.
Okay, take care of my baby here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Have fun with Abuelita.
Oh.
Scarlett's like, what is happening?
Oh, it's so sweet. Okay, bye, cutesy. I love you. I'm gonna miss my little baby.
I know this is gonna be the first time we've spent like even a couple hours away from her.
Yeah.
At least we got this little one.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, so is not happy.
Yeah. It's okay. I know, Bozy.
We're all a little bit sad.
Welcome back to The Ridge, which is one of the names that we're thinking about naming the property. I hate calling it the property, you know what I mean? So Atticus Ridge, let us know in the comments if you think that's a winner. So this week, we are going to be building our first structure. So last week we built a table. It was cool, it's a table. But this week we're gonna build a building, but it's gonna be a very small building. It's gonna be a shed. It's gonna be a 12-foot by 12-foot shed. I've already completely designed the thing using SketchUp on my computer. That process was great because I had to go through every single step, checking the code book along the way. I mean, I think it would pass code. It doesn't have to though. It's gonna be an unpermitted structure, and in North Carolina, if you're under 12 by 12 or within 12 by 12, you can go unpermitted. So we're gonna start building a shed, but the first thing I need to do, I need to finish cleaning up this big old pile of brush. So I'm gonna clean this up, then I'm gonna get everything out, then I'm gonna get the materials, then we're gonna build a shed. It's gonna be so exciting. Okay, let's move this stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so satisfying to like pick it up in one big ball, you know? Okay, this is basically it. Now that that area is clear, I'm gonna start to empty out the truck. There is a ton of stuff in this thing, man. Got this sweet new rack and a ladder on top of it. I'm actually super pumped about that rack because it'll make it a lot easier to carry like long lumber and PVC, just a lot of long materials. So let's unload this thing and get started. We're gonna be doing an easy up. So, I mean, basically what I'm gonna try to do today is just create a little bit of shelter for both us while we're working, as well as for our tools and equipment and everything. Oh, nice. Yes, step 1 is complete. Step 2, time for the second step. Okay, guess what it is? It's a shed in a box. That is a shed in a box. Basically, to build the shed, we're gonna need a lot of tools. So we're gonna need a shed. It's one of those classic, what came first, the shed or the shed situations. Okay, it says plus or minus 2 hours with 2 or more people. We'll see how this goes. First piece done. Let's see if I'm tall enough for this. This really is a 2-person job. All right, so I am not finished with the shed, but it's just getting late, so I'm gonna go home. But before I go, I'm gonna enjoy this epic view for a second. Okay, welcome back to the ridge. It is day 2 of setting up base camp, and it's raining, which is actually kind of cool because this Easy Up is working great. It's like a super nice little shelter, but no time to kick back. Got a lot to do before we can build our sheds. Let's do this. The shed is done. And just in time, it is pouring. This is gonna work out great. I think this is gonna be a ton of space for us to store tools and stuff overnight while we're building the shed. Something else I wanna show you is over here. Gonna run through the rain. Oso, come. Good boy. This is the other thing I wanna show you. We got some chairs. So I might just take a quick break, let this rain stop, and just watch it from my view. So it's only been like 2 weeks since I've started building and doing landscaping, and what it's really made me realize is how out of shape I am. And so right now it's more important than ever that I make sure I'm getting the nutrients that my body needs to recover and get stronger. And that's why I love the sponsor of today's episode, AG1 Next Gen. AG1 Next Gen is a clinically studied daily health drink that combines a multivitamin, probiotic, and a blend of superfoods into one scoop. It does a great job at filling my nutrient gaps and keeping my body nourished. And personally, AG1 helps me feel energized in a way that lasts all day. It helps me adapt better to stress and helps support my digestion and nutrient absorption. So now is the best time to give AG1 a try. Get started for less than $3 a day if you subscribe. So click the link in the description below or scan this QR. Okay. So this is going to save us a ton of time. This is going to allow us to build this shed, build our house. Let me show you what it is. I'm very excited about it. Okay, here we go. So this is our miter saw. So with this, we are gonna be cutting tons of framing, roofing. We're gonna be cutting so much of what we need for this project. And this thing is so sick, you know what I mean? Like, these arms easily extend out. You can also create little stops if you have to make a bunch of cuts of the exact same measurement. This is great, but I need to power it. It's like the one thing I have that's not cordless. And so I've got one more thing I wanna show you that's also very exciting. This is our generator replacement. So basically, we don't have power at the build site right now. We do have an electrical wire coming from the overhead power to the development, but we need to get a permit either for an RV power pole or a temporary power pole. And to do that, we have to own the land. Getting power here from the grid is weeks, if not months away. This is going to give us electricity in the meantime when we really seriously need it.
This is the Bluetti AC500 5 kilowatt inverter with the 2.7 kilowatt hour battery. It's basically a massive portable battery pack that can be used in any situation where you'd typically use a generator, but without the noise, fuel, or maintenance. And it's expandable, so we can eventually connect up to 3 of these massive batteries together to create a battery backup system for our future home. Shout out to my buddy Kevin who works at Bluetti. Definitely shoot him an email if you're interested in learning more.
Okay, moment of truth. Let's give this thing a shot. Whoa! Ho ho ho, sweet. Perfectly square. Big badass miter saw, giant power station. I've run the numbers and this, I believe, should allow us to make 1,500 cuts on the miter saw per charge. And it takes like an hour and a half or like 2 hours to charge. We might just need to charge it every couple of days, not even every night. So we are going to make something with this miter saw. I'm so freaking thrilled right now. I see a way forward how I'm gonna be doing so much work, mostly by myself, with 1 or 2 people helping from time to time. And then also another really cool thing about this miter saw, it's got a really cool way of telling you exactly where it's gonna cut. So what you do is you just have to make like a small little mark where you want the cut to happen. And then as you start to bring the saw blade down, the light shows you a shadow of where the blade is going to cut the wood. And what's really cool about it is it's perfect. It's not like a laser that needs to be aligned and it's kind of off to the side because the blade's in the way. Like, this is literally the shadow of the blade. Hit it. And then perfect, I literally cut through the middle of that mark, which is amazing. And I can basically do that process like 20 times a minute, something like that. Like, I can do this so quick, it's nuts. So yeah, I'm gonna have these done in no time. I'm actually tempted to like not even tell you what I'm making right now because I'm so close to being done with it. Yeah, I'll just show you here in like, for you, 10 seconds. All right, we built something again. We're just building stuff left and right here. So we got a sawhorse, look at that. Yeah, it's kind of a shitty sawhorse actually, but it's gonna work really well for what we need it to do. I'm gonna make 1 more of these, and then that's gonna be all the stuff I'm gonna build in preparation for the shed, so pretty good. So last thing I'm gonna do is kind of pack up here. I'm gonna take everything from the truck and put it into our new tent shed just to get it out of the truck. So I was able to run the miter saw a bunch, make those sawhorses, and the battery is still at 95%. So I'm not even gonna charge that thing tonight. I'm just gonna leave it here. We're ready to go tomorrow. Let's do this. Good morning. That's my little baby. She's so much more aware now. Uh-huh. And we got someone else in the house. The big guy. What's up, big guy? My dad is in town to help me build the shed, which is really exciting because he's done a lot of woodworking in his life. He's built a shed before, so I feel like I could learn a lot from him. So thanks a lot for coming, big guy. I really appreciate it.
Been looking forward to it for a while.
How about you, Scarlett? What are you gonna do today?
A little sleeping, a little crying, a little throwing up on mom.
How's she been lately? Like, what have your days been like?
She's like a full-time job for sure. She takes a nap like every hour for like 30 minutes, and then we start that process again the whole day.
She is looking cute though, man.
Yeah,
she's getting cuter. So we are back at the ridge. We've got our 2x6 skids for the shed. So right now we're just basically getting all of this stuff totally stowed away because this is where the shed is gonna be. And this is all for the foundation for the shed once we actually do a foundation. So ultimately we're gonna do these 4x6 frames to create like a sandbox for gravel, and then the shed will go on top of that. And I think we kind of landed on the idea that we're not gonna do that now, mostly because we don't own this property yet, but also so that the shed is super mobile, because once we start excavating all of this, there might be a chance that we put the shed here and then we don't like that spot. So I think what we're gonna try to do is build it so that there's no permanent foundation right now. And so the boards for the foundation are gonna get moved and we'll put the skids down. So let's do that. Okay, so where we're at now with this foundation is there's a variation of about 2.5 inches that we need to account for in this area. So today's Saturday. I think what we're gonna do is Monday, we're gonna order, I think it's gonna be 2 yards of gravel. We're just gonna fill this whole area with gravel. And like, we don't own the property yet, but it's like, it's just gravel. And if you don't like it, we could just kick it off the hill or remove it later. And then that will give us like a substrate that's easy to level and to adjust. And then we can start building the foundation of the shed. In a lot of ways, this has been really slow going because just getting all of our tools set up, all of our materials ordered and set up, and our organization too. So this shed is working out great, but we've got a bunch of bins for a lot of our stuff here, and there's nowhere to really put them. And then I made these 2 sawhorses, and they're basically just functioning as a table right now. And so I think what we're gonna do to free up these sawhorses to create more storage space is we'll build another table just like the one that we use over there, and it'll live here in the shed. That'll give us a great catch-all for a bunch of tools and stuff that we're using on a day-to-day basis. We'll be able to store the bins below it. So I think we're gonna real quick try to bang that out, but we need to go buy some lumber for it. So we got the lumber to make this table. It is 410. Took us forever to go back and forth today. Lots of driving, just getting stuff. So anyway, I think we could bang this table out in like an hour and a half. Let's see if we can pull that off. So we got a portable table saw as well as the miter saw. So we are seriously set now. This is really cool. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
It's a strange thing how building a dream doesn't start with walls or roofs or even blueprints. It starts with finding a way to stay, a way to weather the storms, a place to keep our tools dry, to catch our breath, and to gather strength for what's ahead. This little base camp, it's more than just a shelter, it's a promise to ourselves. We're not just visiting anymore, we're digging in. We're here to stay. And no matter how messy it might look right now, every scrap of order that we create here is another step toward the life we're trying to build.
All right, big guy, what you got going on over here?
We're making a shelf unit for the back of the table we just built. So we ripped a 4x8 sheet of plywood to 3 feet to make the table. So we're using the extra foot here to make a shelf. And these are the 45 cutoffs from the gussets.
First nail gun experience. Give it a shot. Don't get your finger.
Okay. Piece of cake.
Wow, I just cannot believe this thing. You're like, bop, 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 don't move. Man, big guy, I can't believe we threw this together in like an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, that is gonna be killer.
You caught me taking one of my many breaks.
Yeah.
But when you're 71, I guess you can take breaks during the day.
I'll allow it.
But I am sitting here just looking at this Bluetti 5 kilowatt battery pack unit, which we've been using all day. And it's so nice to be able to have electricity, like way up here in the mountains, really quiet, with no generator going. Boy, that's nice.
And we used the table saw and the miter saw like off and on all day. And I used the miter saw a bunch the other day. Haven't recharged the system and it's at 85%, which is crazy. So I got a feeling we'll just charge that thing like once a week. You know? That thing is sweet. So we may not have actually gotten started on the shed build yet, but check this out, dude. This is awesome. Got the miter saw, got the new table saw, totally stowed away. That thing is amazing. All this tall stuff over here, ladder, pack out, massive new table with the epic shelf. We got the batteries over here, chargers. Oh my gosh. And then down here, got our bins. Really easy to access everything. Tool belt storage here, clamps. This is amazing, dude. I am so pumped about this. Thanks for the help, big guy. That was a really good idea.
You're welcome. I think it's going to become pretty useful. And it's always good to be fully prepped before you start.
Totally. Oh, so do you feel like you're fully prepped? Is there anything that's on your mind?
Just chasing that ball.
It doesn't look like much. A handful of tools, a tent shed in the dirt, a few shelves and tables quickly hammered together. But standing here now, we can see it. The beginning of a life crafted from the ground up. Not rushed and not handed to us, but earned slowly over time. Our base camp is built and our dream is no longer just a dream.
Does this help? No, negative. Negative, Ghost Rider. That pattern is definitely full. Ow, oh, ouch.